Bendigo, and the weather conditions there look a lot worse than we have here at Caulfield.
Right, Andrew, the favourite on the tote, $1.35 Festive Air. I'm not too certain whether it's in or not yet. Can't see. Racing now. They've come away in a fair line. Big Sid the hurdler, one of the first out, beginning smartly. Gielgud's Bell and Laudation. Steady Bow and Nightside driving up with Lord of Peace on the inside, dropping off there after beginning well. Gielgud's Bell. Festive Air goes past it from St. Juanita. Zeus are back in the field with Runaway Cool, Silver Chevelle and Diano last of all. At the 1200, the grey Big Sid in front from Festive Air, Steady Bow, Laudation, Nightside. Over on the inside of those, then going up to join the leaders was Lord of Peace. Then came 2 or 3 lengths further back in the field. Gielgud's Bell. Festive Air's with it. He's not with that leading division. 2.5 to Runaway Cool, St. Juanita. Then about 4 to Zeus, Diano, and 2.5 Silver Chevelle at the rear. They travel over towards the 800-metre point, and here Big Sid and Steady Bow a half length in front of. On the inside was Lord of Peace going up Laudation 3 deep. Behind them Steady Festive Air, and Steady Bow's there too. Nightsight with them. A length further back in the field came Gielgud's Bell. Runaway Cool making a bit of ground. 2.5 to well back in the field, St. Juanita. Then Diano, Zeusa and Silver Chevelle last of all. 5.50 out on the corner, and here Laudation went to the front. Festive Air is after it quickly. They go to the centre of the track, 2 lengths further back. Steady Bow on the inside, and Laudation goes to the centre. Then Gielgud's Bell, followed by on the inside Lord of Peace, Runaway Cool, St. Juanita, and I think it may be Diano. At the 300-metre point, Laudation out wide, and Festive Air the joint leaders. Steady Bow over on the inside, Gielgud's Bell, and Diano getting through on the fence at the 200. Festive Air and Laudation on the outside. Steady Bow. Diano in the centre is driving through to join them. Festive Air out deep the leader, but Diano nearer the inside is finishing far the better. The going over there's all right. Diano eased down on the line, wins it by 2.5. Second Festive Air maybe, and those in front of Lord of Peace, Steady Bow. Then Gielgud's Bell. Behind it was Laudation. Zeus, a Runaway Cool, St. Juanita, Big Sid. Then Nightside and Silver Chevelle was last in.
Faith just moving around a shade on the inside. Racing this time, Dream Faith on the inside didn't jump all that brilliantly, and the actual best away was Regiment. Away quickly, Sir Success, followed by Dream Faith going quickly now to lead. Then Cream Liqueur, Wangaratta showing a bit more toe today from Crown Joker, and then comes Jeepers Joy, followed on the inside by Dealer Vars and Gold Zephyr losing ground, and then comes Yatesina on the outside. A length to Hindenburg, Lily Antoinette and Mighty Willem well back, so to follow, and Flame Dancer with Flaming Road. On the turn for home, and the favourite Dream Faith. By golly, this colt's got some speed. He's kicked away about 2 or 3 lengths on Regiment. Cream Liqueur third, followed on the outside. At the head of the others by Crown Joker, and also running a reasonably good race was Flame Dancer. 220 left to go, and Bly hands and heels on Dream Faith. It's about a length and 3/4 Regiment, who's ducking in under pressure. Then Crown Joker and Wangaratta running home fast on the outside. Dream Faith in front, Wangaratta, and now Regiment. Dream Faith is about to be claimed by Regiment, and Regiment got up on the line to win, I believe. I think Regiment's nose Dream Faith. Third is a photo between Crown Joker and Wangaratta, followed then by Lily Antoinette. Further away, Mighty Willem, and then came Flame Dancer running a nice race. Further back, Flaming Road followed Cream Liqueur. At the head of the others then came Dealer Vars, then Yatesina, followed by Gold Zephyr. Second last in the race was Jeepers Joy, and, or actually third last make it, and the 2 behind it, Sir Success and Hindenburg.
Well, the first starter, Dream Faith, appeared to have the race shot to pieces, but right on the line, Ian Craig thinks that he has been collared by number 4 Regiment, who was second to Mardi Gras at his first start, and nothing in it for third either between number 1 Crown Joker and 13 Wangaratta.
Ready for the second. Light on. Zephyr Khan, the inside runner. They settle. Start holding them. They're racing now. Near the outside, Waterford County and Little Arnold a little bit slowly out. Cash Crisis dropping out to the rear. And Cottesmore, one of the first to get going with Sovereign Hope, and also going away quickly, Sovereign Call. Jumpin' Tom, highly amusing in that leading division. Zephyr Khan settles in about 5th. Then Nairn's Pride on the outside. Around them goes Gun and Sapphire. On the fence, Waterford County, a length further back, Sovereign Hope getting back into the field. About 6 to Cash Crisis, and Little Arnold with him inside the 1200. And Cottesmore in front by a neck to Jumpin' Tom, and highly amusing out 3 deep. The favourite Zephyr Khan poised just in behind them and a half length. Then came Sovereign Call. 2.5 or 3 away, Sovereign Hope. Behind it, losing ground, Gun and Sapphire. Then Cash Crisis, and Little Arnold is last of all. Towards the 800-metre point, and Cottesmore in front with on the outside Jumpin' Tom the Grey, just putting his head in front now. The outside is highly amusing, who's never been on the track. Zephyr Khan going between them. Then about 3 further back, Waterford County from Nairn's Pride. And then well back, losing a little bit of ground, came Sovereign Call. And well back then making some ground, about 6 away was Little Arnold, and Cash Crisis last. 500 out, and Jumpin' Tom in front of highly amusing Zephyr Khan, a length and a half away. They've kicked out about 4 in front here of Waterford County, Nairn's Pride, and then around them Sovereign Call as they turn the corner. Zephyr Khan went deep in the centre, highly amusing, and Jumpin' Tom the 3. They're out by 4 or 5 lengths. Little Arnold on the inside, and then came Waterford County, but at the 220-metre point, Zephyr Khan out in the centre has gone to the lead here from Little Arnold, getting into second place and running home pretty strongly. Then Waterford County inside the 200. Zephyr Khan in front of Little Arnold. Then Waterford County, Zephyr Khan the leader. Little Arnold on the inside is trying to pick him up. Zephyr Khan in front. He's holding Little Arnold at bay, and Zephyr Khan is too good. Wins it by 3 parts of a length on the line to Little Arnold. Third, Waterford County. Then came...
Now, racing this time, Shells over towards the outside, and Lattice Work came out okay. Kicks for Free, the favourite, was away very smartly. Lapidary is away well, but Kicks for Free will take up the running after about 150 metres. Shows in front now by about a length to Lattice Work, followed by Lapidary a length and a half further back in third placing. They were followed then by Shells making ground. Jubilee John was about 1 length further back behind those. About 2.5 lengths came Idle Worship, with Miss Metro next over on the outside. About 4 or 5 lengths then to Kelly's Dancer, and last of all was Copper Roxby. Running down to the home turn, Kicks for Free, the leader, with about 450 metres left to go. Kicks for Free shows the way here by a length and a half to Lattice Work, being followed by Lapidary in third placing, and Shells next over on the outside. Idle Worship is back behind those. Kicks for Free will be the leader as the heads were turned for home, and shows in front at the Derby stand by about a couple of lengths clear. Lapidary up in second placing, being followed then by Lattice Work, and here's Idle Worship now starting to get away from the rails and come home well. Kicks for Free is the leader. Idle Worship is down the outside, and here's Jubilee John joining in. Jubilee John down the outside. Idle Worship has got to the lead. Idle Worship in front with a few metres to go, ducking in a bit, but Idle Worship wins about 3 parts of a length to Jubilee John. Kicks for Free a length and 3/4 further back in third placing. They were followed by Lapidary fourth. The next one in was Shells, being followed then by Lattice Work, Miss Metro, the next one to finish in a good gap, then to Kelly's Dancer, and Copper Roxby was the last one to find the judge.
Well, 1400. Starter ready to release the field. They're off this time. Abaddon from a wide alley got the best of the jump. Going up quickly, however, is Parler in company with Hasty Miss, and Savenza is handily placed on the inside. Canacia making ground, and very wide out Blazing Miss. A length further back, Mad Maxine, followed by Retell. Second last, Signal to Noise, and 3 or 4 lengths to Lily Victoria. Onto the course proper, 1,000 metres to go, and Abaddon clapping on the speed by more than a length on Parler. Third, Canacia on the outer, a length and a half to Blazing Miss. Followed on the inside by Hasty Miss, a length and a half into Savenza. She's racing inside of Mad Maxine. 1 Signal to Noise, Retell on her inside, and tailed off Lily Victoria. On past the 700 metres, and Abaddon being taken on by Blazing Miss. Parler's between them, a handy third. A little over a length to Canacia, getting a nice run, and 2.5 in to Mad Maxine. Savenza the inside. Hasty Miss is being nickeled at this stage and shown the whip from Signal to Noise. Second last Retell, last Lily Victoria. On the turn, 400 to go. Abaddon, Parler and Blazing Miss being tackled by Canacia. Savenza starting to join in now, followed by Mad Maxine, and then Signal to Noise. Canacia in front, coming to the 200, a length and a quarter on Savenza. In third place, Signal to Noise on the outside. The rider draws the whip on Canacia. Second is Savenza, trying a hard out, but no match for Canacia, and then comes Retell on the inside. But it's all Canacia with the rider in the all pink, and to the line goes Canacia, wins comfortably, a bit over 2 lengths to either Retell or Savenza. Then came on the outside inside, Mad Maxine, Singleton Noise, Lily Victoria, Abadan Weekend. So did Blazing Miss, Hasty Miss second, last Parlour was last.
Rain's almost horizontal at the moment. Started at the front of his platform. Still no sign of the light. Conditions absolutely abysmal. Never known a day like it. Just hasn't eased up for now. What, about 7 hours in the area? Set to go now, racing. Missing at Ballet Lass near the inside by about 4 lengths. One of the first out was Monte Azuro. Sovereign's Pride ridden with the whip and Linton going through on the inside. Then came Wet Your Whistle. With that was Overcast and State Reef. Zoe Alice dropped back to third last. With it was Highland Soldier and 4 or 5 Ballet Lass last of all. Along the side towards the 1100 and the leader Linton by a head here. 2 Sovereign's Pride, 2 lengths further back then Monte Azuro. State Reef around the outside, and there's another one going up there as Gallerita. Wet Your Whistle on the inside from Overcast, and 1 out about 4 deep moving forward. A length and a half to Highland Soldier from Zoe Alice, and 3 or 4 last of all Ballet Lass inside the 1,000, and Linton in front, joined again by Sovereign's Pride, given a cut with the whip. 2 lengths to Gallerita, and on the inside of it then Monte Azuro. 2 to Highland Soldier, making ground quickly, dropping off State Reef. On the inside is Overcast, followed further back then by She's Easy, was the other one out deep, and they've gone right away about 6 to Zoe Alice, dropping right off. Then Ballet Lass, and with it on the inside Wet Your Whistle at the 600-metre point, and Highland Soldier moves up very quickly to join Gallerita in the lead. On the inside Sovereign's Pride, 2.5 to Overcast, who's running on steadily. They've kicked right away from Monte Azuro, Linton, and then Ballet Lass on the corner, 500 out, and the leader out deep on the track, Gallerita. In the centre, Overcast. Highland Soldier kicked away, though he stayed near the inside, and Highland Soldier booted away in the straight, 300 out from Overcast. Gallerita struggling, then Ballet Lass and Monte Azuro, but 220 out, and Highland Soldier is well clear. Overcast out in the centre, and well back Ballet Lass running on pretty well after missing the start, but Highland Soldier is going to win this easily. Overcast battling on in second place, but against the inside rail. Highland Soldier is far too good, and Highland Soldier wins it by 4 lengths on the line. 2 Overcast, about 5 or 6 Ballet Lass third. Then came Wet Your Whistle, followed by Gallerita. Next Monte Azuro, Zoe Alice, She's Easy. Well, Zoe Alice has run near the tail. Sovereign's Pride, State Reef, and Linton last in.
With them though, and the starter released them. King of the Court a bit slow to begin, might have bumped with Peace Token, and Hooked on Brahms is tossing the head high and reefing as they go out of the straight. Nothing much keen to lead. Hooked on Brahms under sufferance, fighting against the rider, and Peace Token going up on the outside, and Dual Fame 3 deep out in no man's land around them early. Just in behind those, Sandy Harbour's getting a perfect run. They were followed by King of the Court, and back in that Division 2 was Swedish Wonder, followed by Star Trist, who's actually last, ahead of a second last, the jumper Man Under. Over the crossing and heading towards the crossing at the 1800 now. Hooked on Brahms rider. He just can't hold the horse. It's jumped the crossing. Well, that might be a future for it in time, but the leader is now Dual Fame, who's worked to the front. A couple of lengths to Peace Token. Not pulling quite so hard now after that bit of a leap before over the crossing. Hooked on Brahms is dropping back to third. King of the Court around the outside of Sandy Harbour. 2 lengths to Swedish Wonder Man Under, who's over on the inside of Swedish Wonder, and a length and a half to the mare Star Trist. They're working along the far side, and Dual Fame in its nice customary roll has got to the front and leads by about 2.5. Peace Token second, a similar margin third. Not pulling so hard now, Hooked on Brahms. Going up on the outside, King of the Court. They were followed further back in the field then by Sandy Harbour. Star Trist not happy with the pace, is off 3 deep around them. Swedish Wonder and Man Under back at the tail now. At the 1200, working along the far side, and here Dual Fame led by 2 to Peace Token. A couple to Star Trist, who's gone up 3 deep around King of the Court, and on the inside, not pulling at all now, is Hooked on Brahms. Sandy Harbour joining in with Swedish Wonder, and they've dropped off the hurdler Man Under. Down the side they travel and race to the 800 area, where the joint leaders are Dual Fame, Peace Token and Star Trist, a line of 3. With 800 to go, they're about 2 in front of Sandy Harbour, which has enjoyed a perfect run. It's probably had as good a run as the leader, Dual Fame. Over on the outside, King of the Court. 2 to Swedish Wonder scrubbed up. 3 to the who are Hooked on Brahms, who's gone, and Man Under is joining in behind those. At the 600 metre mark, and Dual Fame kicked again from Star Trist. Sandy Harbour gets a run through on the rail. It's the threat if there is one to Dual Fame. Further back, King of the Court. Swedish Wonder still improving, and then Peace Token, Hooked on Brahms, Man Under, but Dual Fame's rider went for home. He's had a look over the offside and one on the near side. Well, I don't know why he's looking there. There's only a rail inside of him. He's 3 in front of the 200 from Sandy Harbour, who's labouring. Swedish Wonder's running a bit of a race, and then King of the Court. Dual Fame's getting tired. Swedish Wonder is coming out after it with Sandy Harbour, but Dual Fame's got a couple of lengths up its sleeve. It's getting very very weary, but so are the others doing all the chasing. And Jewel Fame gets home for the lad to win by a couple on the line almost. A Swedish wonder, Sandy Harbour. A few lengths away, King of the Court. Star Tris didn't go on, neither did Peace Token. Man Under the Hurdler will be much fitter for that outing on the flat. And Hooked on Browns, well, he's just got to stop pulling if he's ever to be a hope on the flat.
Well, that winner, Jewel Fame, completes a hat-trick with that performance. It's trained down at Geelong by K.D. Campbell. And it won at Geelong, then at Morfettville, and it's won at Morfettville again.
Pip sound for 2 o'clock in Eastern Australia. They're preparing to leave the gates. And this time they're off. On the inside, Bullet Train got the best of the start away very quickly. Just As Lovely getting to the lead. Third is Gala Occasion. Then Cheers for Us. Behind those horses, next Sweet Talinga. Won the latest word, a length High Resolution. Biscay Prince 3 deep on the fence. Attatari and 2 lengths Sabrino. And the last pair being Precision Plus and Trump Ace. Along past the 1,200 metres and Just As Lovely, a length and a half on the favourite Cheers for Us. Third about 1 3/4 lengths away. Bullet Train inside of Gala Occasion. Then latest word and Sweet Talinga. Attatari's on the fence. Sabrino cut out very deep. Then Biscay Prince, who's fourth last from High Resolution. And the last pair being Trump Ace and Precision Plus. Onto the High Street side as they come towards the 800 metres. Not a lot of change in the order. And the leader, Just As Lovely, about a length and a half. Cheers for Us. 1 Gala Occasion. Bullet Train on the rails. And then latest word. Sweet Talinga behind those. A length further back is Attatari on the inside. And at the head of the others comes on the outside Trump Ace. Nearing the bend at the 600 metres. Just As Lovely in front. Cheers for Us is edging closer, however. A length away, third on the inside. Bullet Train. Gala Occasion wider. Latest word splitting horses. Then Sweet Talinga. Attatari snookered with about 6 behind him. Straightening up and Carmody had taken Cheers for Us to a narrow lead. Latest words coming after it. Just As Lovely sticking on. And then comes Bullet Train at the 200 metres. He's starting to get desperate on Cheers for Us. Just As Lovely and latest word on the outside. And Biscay Prince is joining in. Cheers for Us just in front. Latest word cutting him down on the outside. Latest word might be going the better. Yes. Yeah, think he's got there. Latest word. Inches to Cheers for Us. Then Biscay Prince followed by Just As Lovely, Precision Plus, Attatari, Trump Ace, Gala Occasion, Bullet Train, Sweet Talinga, High Resolution, and last of all, Sabrino.
Well,
2 runners. Ready at the 1,000. The light is on. And away they go, and would you believe it or not, Lazy Dynamite's missed the start by about 3 lengths. And it's O'Lardy in front running down towards the 900-metre point, and Lazy Dynamite moving up on the outside, hard-ridden, gets to within a half length now and neck of him, now goes past him. And they come down the side now with about 7.50 to travel, and the leader now, Lazy Dynamite, a length and a half to O'Lardy as they come towards the 600-metre point, and Lazy Dynamite in top. The boy niggling at him, keeping him going. He gets out to lead 2 lengths in front of O'Lardy as they come around the home turn now inside the 500-metre point. Lazy Dynamite in front. Will he stick to the rails? He does. O'Lardy just behind him, but Lazy Dynamite is going easy as they straighten up. He kicked away about 4 lengths in front of O'Lardy, and Lazy Dynamite running down past the 250 is out a half dozen lengths in front of O'Lardy. The boy giving him a cut with a whip. I don't think it's any good to do that, but at the 200 it's still Lazy Dynamite in front. O'Lardy is trying hard on the outside, but Lazy Dynamite, long odds on in the field of 2, is going to win easily despite missing the start. Lazy Dynamite goes to the post and wins it by 3 lengths. He's down, and O'Lardy's second and last in the event.
Newminster Graduation. They should jump now. Settle. No, he's holding them. There they go. Sacred Wine slowly away from the inside and getting away very quickly. Bender's on assignment, jumped well. So too did King's Pleasure, and with those Rich Glory, and around the extreme outside of those making headway in the early part, Caledonian Concord. They were followed close handy by Haikatari. Beagle Bays going through the pack, and then came Brandy Spirit getting up on the inside of Yours Mine Ours. Now it moves off the rail, Brandy Spirit, between horses. 2 lengths away behind them, Nangari, Stormy Kato, Sacred Wine, followed then by Tiger Royal, who's last of the main pack. A break of 3 lengths time and space, another length and a half Abbey's Way, and John's Bell is the whipper inner. At the 1,000-metre pole, the leader is Benders by a length to Haikatari, running a bold race. Third place in Caledonian Concord. They were followed over on the outside. Beagle Bay's never been on the track. He's being forced to work with his big weight. On the inside is On Assignment. She's looking pretty, getting right up on the rail. Then Rich Glory following her through. They were followed by Yours Mine Ours in a pack behind those, letting loose around Brandy Spirit. Now is Tiger Royal Royal. King's Pleasure Nangari, 2 lengths to Stormy Cardo. Sacred Wine, Time and Space is well back in the field with John's Bell. Last for Home Abbey's Way. On the turn, there's a good few lengths first to last, and Bender shrugs off the early challenge. Now goes clear by a couple of lengths to On Assignment into the clear. Rich Glory going up on the inside. Beagle Bay under the weight is still battling away, but he's struggling, and now Yours Mine Ours is coming at them with a nice run at the 200. Bender's collared by Yours Mine Ours. Brandy Spirit, Beagle Bay, King's Pleasure, Rich Glory, they're stretched across the track, and Caledonian Concord is coming late, but will it be too late? It's now Yours Mine Ours and Brandy Spirit. Yours Mine Ours, Brandy Spirit, Yours Mine Ours, theirs. It got home narrowly from Brandy Spirit or Caledonian Concord in a 3-way go. Beagle Bay, a big effort with a big weight, no luck. Stormy Cardo ran on, Rich Glory didn't. King's Pleasure, Abbey's Way made ground, then came On Assignment, every chance. Then Sacred Wine, Bender's Time and Space, Nangari, John's Bell, Tiger Royal didn't go on, and Haikatari.
And what a thrilling finish there to the third event on the program in Adelaide.
Set to go, light on. Racing. They've come away pretty well, although Speedball a little slowly out, and Ritzy Romance began quickly with Kintyre Cove being hunted up to join him. Behind those, Kamida Girl and the outside, Gemark from Georgie Bay. Back in the field came Credit Card, Yazbek with Dvorak, and last of all, about 5 away, Speedball. Along the side, 900 out, Kintyre Cove, and on the inside, Ritzy Romance. They lead by 3 lengths, Kamida Girl, a length to Credit Card, Georgie Bay. Yazbek moving forward, 3 deep around the outside. Dropping off was Gemark, about 6 Dvorak and Speedball as they run towards the 600. Here the leader, Kintyre Cove, drew a half length in front of, on the inside, Ritzy Romance. 2.5 to Yazbek, Kamida Girl and Credit Card, about 4 to Georgie Bay. It's not handling it, and then came Gemark, Forget the Others, headed by Speedball. On the turn, 500 out, and here the leader, Kintyre Cove. I reckon Yazbek might be the danger, moving up 3 deep around them, with kicking on the inside, Ritzy Romance. And then came Kamida Girl and Credit Card. Out in the centre of the track, it's going roughly there, Yazbek, Kintyre Cove, but Ritzy Romance kicked away at the 200. Ritzy Romance drew out to lead 3 lengths to Kintyre Cove. Now Georgie Bay starting to knuckle down. He'll run a place, but Ritzy Romance kicked away. Georgie Bay into second place from Kintyre Cove, and this is Gemark, I think, down the outside. But Ritzy Romance, although stopping, wins it by a length and a quarter to Georgie Bay. Third, Gemark from Speedball. Then Kintyre Cove, Credit Card. Yazbek floundered out in the centre. With it came Kamida Girl, and last in Dvorak.
And the winner of the 5th event at Bendigo, number 8, Ritzy Romance, ridden by Matthew Highland. A clear winner, defeating number 5, Georgie Bay, Jay Collinson. Here's the finish of the race with Ritzy Romance getting away to a big break halfway down the straight. You'll see Georgie Bay running on strongly, but running about a bit, and it runs into second placing. And third placing coming right down the outside, not in your picture as yet, will be number 4, Gemark. It will get up to run third on that very heavy track up there at Bendigo. So the numbers will be 8, 5 and 4, and we can confirm that number 16, Yours Mine Ours, did win race 3 in Adelaide. We'll confirm those minor placings on that race shortly, but for the moment, we'll take a break. Race 4 in Sydney, your caller, Ian Craig.
By Folk and Ara King brings up the rear. Past the 1200, Shinakima setting a good speed. A length on Englishmen. Jack's third and 4 Papa travelling along the rails. Fourth, a length to All Chat. Vespo near the rails, followed by Deed Star in the middle, and Bungabi off the track, a couple to Cowboy. Then by Folk, Farris King third last from Copper Wing, and Ara King trails. On the side now, coming over the crossing at the 850, and Shinakima 3/4 English Mint. 2 away third is 4 Papa, and then comes All Chat on the outside. Jack's in that pack of horses too, and on the outside next as they come down the side, Bungabi. A length Deed Star, Bespo the fence, then the Cowboy, snookered by Bifolk, 2 Copper Wing. Farris King with its ears ridden off second last, and Ara King is last of all. They're on the corner. Out on the inside, Shinakima is just shading Englishmen. Third is the Bega trained horse, Bungabi. From 4 Papa and Jackson to length the Bespo, and now the Cowboy on the outside with Deed Star. At the 250, Bungabi takes the lead narrowly. There's a wall of them though. Deed Star running home, and here's the Cowboy on the outside. Copper Wing getting a split. Deed Star, one of the greys in the race in front. The Cowboy trying hard to pick him up, but can't at the moment. Then Copper Wing. Oh, Deed Star's balking the Cowboy, but he's going to win. Deed Stars won from a very tight finish. The Cowboys on the outside and Copper Wing flashed up on the inside. And then Jackson, Farris King, Besbo, Englishman, Shinnakima, Four Papa, Ara King, Bungarby knocked up in the last little bit. And the last two home were Bifolk and All Chance.
Andy Grant, here's Ron
to
Pax.
3:45 and they're off and running now. Lucky Quattro jumped away pretty well. Very slow to begin were Just a Commoner and Osprey Reef, and best away Fine Row. Going fast Dowie above the Stars, Charfire and Lucky Quattro. It's almost a line of 5. Aqaba Kid was next, followed close handy Rare Flyer driving through the Division 2. Elusive Gamblers close handy. Then came Mickera Boy, followed by Final Triumph being ridden along. Then Just a Commoner, Bright Scholar, and about 5 to Osprey Reef. Down the side to the turn now, and Charfire led them up a length and a quarter clear of Dowie outside Lucky Quattro, who's going okay. Fine Row runs to 4th. They were followed now by the Aqaba Kid winding up. Then above the Stars, they've got away from Rare Flyer. Bright Scholar to the extreme outside, coming home well. Then Elusive Gambler, but hard ridden, followed by Final Triumph, about 5 off the lead as they straighten. Then Mickera Boy, followed by Just a Commoner, Osprey Reef, Charfire, a length and a half to Lucky Quattro as they run to the 200-metre mark, who's now flat. Then Dowie, out wide of Fine Row coming at them, and so too is Bright Scholar. The Victorian, the Mornington-based Bright Scholar, goes to the lead with Fine Row. The others are struggling, headed further back by Rare Flyer, but Bright Scholar pumped hands and heels to the line, goes on to win it well from Fine Row. Rare Flyer sneaking home Elusive Gambler.
The outside and Dare to be Grand. There can
Bendigo with Brian Blackmore.
On the outside is Solo Bid, but it's never been on the track. JPEX just behind them with Bright Bill. Count Millions dropped off and Triple Try in the centre. At the 600-metre point, Solo Bid and Old Butch by a length and a half to JPEX. Ahead away, Bright Bill, 1.5 further back, Triple Try under the whip. And then came Count Millions as they neared the turn. 500 out. Solo Bid, despite working, went to the front here from Old Butch. JPEX now hooks to the outside. Bright Bill behind it, not travelling well. And then Triple Try, 400 out, and JPEX. He loves it. He loves the mud. He moved up and hit the front from Solo Bid. On the outside, Bright Bill, Old Butch, and further back then Triple Try. But JPEX shot away at the 200-metre point. Solo Bid in second place. No other dangers. Old Butch and Bright Bill, but JPEX revelling in the going, is careering right away, and JPEX wins the media race by, let's see, 4 lengths he's going to score by on the line. He's down. Easy ride for John Massett. Second, Solo Bid. About 10 lengths away, third. Count Millions got up and defeated Old Butch, Triple Try, and Bright Bill has run last.
Right, well, the first look at the double there at Bendigo, race 6, and the numbers as called 110.5. Finish of race 5, Sydney.
Space Power the outside, a break of a length to Let Me Tell, and then Gaius and Belchiog. Leicester Sun in front, Blazing Keel is tackling it hotly now. Hardwick pulls the whip on Blazing Keel. Let Me Tell trying to go after Blazing Keel. Then Space Power and Wanavi running home well, but Blazing Keel in front. Let Me Tell finishing quickly as they reach the line. No, he won't make it. I think that Blazing Keel might have just beaten Let Me Tell in a ripper. Now, we've got up there for third Winavi with Double Dandy, Space Power and Atlantic Mission, followed home then by, on the outside, Lunch on Sunday, Gaius. Leicester Sun stopped to a walk, and Absolute was Belchiog.
Just been advised that Bendigo races have been cancelled. Bendigo races cancelled. They'd been troubled with the rain from the start of racing there today, and of course that rain had seemed pretty general throughout northern Victoria. Let's have a quick check now.
It's our Glenferrie stud Tote Tumbler, but the rest is now up to the horse. Punters have tumbled in with their money. Let's see what happens. They're off and running. Twiggers jump well. Slow to begin was Enterprise Prince and also Latin Eyes for a stride or two now. It's starting to recover and work through them. Bustling Nelly drops out to the tail and getting into trouble, Twigger there with Corpus Vixen for a stride. I'm not sure what happened. Loyal Guards jump well with that. Dusk, and going quickly too was Durastar. Just in behind them, Kingswart's Court Cobbler. They were followed by Badicia Boy, and around them ease on down. They were followed by Latin Eyes. Twiggers midfield. Had a few problems in the early part from Kazuri, and then over on the extreme outside Daisy Dotes. Then came further back Flaming Dancer. A break of 3, Bustling Nelly joining Corpus Vixen after early problems. And last of all was Enterprise Prince. They've gone past the 1,000. They're down the side now. And the leader is At Dusk by a length and a quarter. Durastar second. Third, Ease on down 3 deep. 4 deep, Latin Eyes. In behind them, Badicia Boy around Court Cobbler the middle, and Dover